Well, I've unleashed myself a rare gunslinger inside of one of the instances I went into last time. The port. As a result, I'll have to go elsewhere. And I forgot how to play, apparently. Let's see here. You know, I figure I should probably go to the Criminal territory now, so let's do that. So here in Criminal territory, we basically have these Whitehooves. These guys basically are like undead minotaurs. And they're actually like an undead race that you can actually play for like the Orc Ember of Rage campaign. They come in a few varieties. You got like the ghouls here, which are basically a cross between human and bull, but more dead. They move pretty fast, as you can see. Alright, well, this is something to know about the side shot then. They don't have very good reload ability, apparently. Have to watch out for that. Okay, let's stun them both, I guess. Move him away. They're apparently still coming, these guys. That guy, now this is something else to note, by the way. These guys actually use Ruined Biting Gale, so they might freeze you if you're not careful. Took a beating there, but whatever. Alright, well, there's like an introduction to like the ghouls. As you can see, they're basically very ghoulish. I have to watch out for these guys too, the minotaurs. So, Beast is a big undead minotaur, is carrying a nasty looking hammer imbued with lightning. So, you got these lightning casters you have to watch out for now. That guy used the acid wave rune there, of all things. Here's an invoker. He's basically a necromancer, I think. Hey, I learned Frost Solve. So, Frost Solve is actually something I've already got here, but now that I got the Tinker for it, I can basically make actual frost salves. There's essentially like 5 different types of salves you can get, I think, in like the medical injector Tinker category. There's like one for like each of like the different detrimental effects. You got like water salve, which are basically used to basically remove mental effects, and you got these like it grants an aura, which gives you affinity to stuff. You got the frost salves, which are basically for physical, and these give you a frost aura for like cold, darkness, and nature. And you got the pain suppressor, which is basically these are basically things that let you fight a little bit longer, so they reduce your damage as well as like make you so you're able to fight a little bit more powerfully. Pretty cool stuff. Oops, this guy froze me there. Let's knock him away, smack him. Now I have to be very careful in criminal territory because these guys move so fast. Because they move so fast, it's very easy for these guys to become like rares and like be able to like catch up to you very easily. And there's like the journey of the criminal clan. Nice little bit of lore about what's happened with these minotaurs, where they came from. That looks dangerous. We got a bunch of guys over here. Let's go like this. We're actually gonna back off from this guy for a moment. So the shield goes down like that. Let's assault these guys. So there's like a assault on a whole bunch of close range guys. Now, because these guys have all been hit, they're actually gonna heal me a little bit when they get, you know, injured, so that's cool. Let's do that to these guys. For that one, we got, you know, frozen. That's interesting. You have to watch out for that wet effect, by the way, because, you know, it can kick your ass. I wonder what happens if I use boiling effect on this guy. So, if the shot hits a wet foe, it will vaporize, remove the wet effect, and dealing fire damage in a radius of 4. So, boom. Well, now I've got the wet effect on me, but whatever. I killed him. There's this guy down here, but whatever. Feeling he was dazed that entire time. Oh, I've run out of steam. See, that's something I watch out for. Because I'm actually running out of steam here, it's getting hard for me, like, to do some of my abilities and such. You really do need to have, like, multiple steam generators sometimes, especially, like, you know, for certain classes like this one. What am I going after at this point? I like the idea of getting Bloodshot up, but I also like the idea of getting some of this stuff down here. Getting Assault Knights would be too. So when you use a Steam Tech Talent with Assault active, you drain some residual power. That might be nice to get. Let's get this maybe. And I might want to get some willpower up to show off that a little bit, but what's down here? So inhale vapors. When you deactivate Vapor Step, if the cycle port succeeds, you inhale some of its vapors, regenerating 8 steam and 92 life. Sure, we'll get that, just to pick it up. I feel like I could get this up to 5/5 now if I want to, but we'll get that later. So yeah, there's like a little damage shielding basically going to get every so often. Necrotic Auros went off on this guy, apparently. Nice. Bunch of stunning stuff on those guys. Alright, so here's my psionic damage shield I basically get, so that's cool. Fire! I'm not sure if I hit anything there, but whatever. Okay, let's do this. And I feel like I didn't put any web effects on these guys, all things. Oh well. Let's do that. Yeah, I can try melee by the way, but it's not very effective, as you can see. Melee is not the thing for this type of character. Let's get that off. Alright, you know what we're gonna do at this point? Because I basically got all these guys on me, let's just try and burn them alive a little bit. Pop this guy. That costs too much steam to basically use, so we're not gonna use that. Let's go stun him, apparently. So I definitely need to get myself a second, you know, steam resource for this guy because I need like all the power I can get to basically do my attacks. I can't just like, you know, shoot that stuff, you know, constantly because I'll just run out of like steam too fast. Let's wait till next level if I want it. Not sure it worked well. I wonder if this works if I do this. Nope. Okay, so that doesn't work if you're inside an ice block like this. Note to self. Alright, well, it looks like I cleared out the first level of the criminal territory. So the criminal territory is kind of interesting in that you're basically going through, like, you know, the Earth, kind of. It doesn't look like the Earth, but you're in the Earth, the tile set. These guys like their budding guild ruins. Ah. Do that. Ow. Let's back him off a little bit. Kill him. Yeah, they get something called death momentum, these guys, by the way, Whitehooves. And the death momentum lets them basically, you know, charge up their attacks and, like, move faster. There's a transcribed speech by the guy called Niktosh, the one-horned. Here's my first rare. It's a ghoul, so it shouldn't be too powerful to go against. So it's dodging me quite a bit. Oh, that sucks. Let's go do that. Nice. So apparently my Bloodstar isn't taking away the Daze effect, which is good. That makes it very easy for me to basically pick them off as they come after me. That's cool, but I don't really need it. We're not going to worry about that. Hey, look at that. We found ourselves a statue to the Ruined Banshee. Hey, back support. Oh, that's annoying. Ow, ow, ow. That's all I can say from that. Oh, this guy stunned me. That's why I was taking so long to kill him. Well, that guy's out of the way. Alright, so there's a Ruined Banshee over here. I'm going to go after him, that in a moment, but we're just going to go kill some stuff around. There's our first real scary guy. So these guys, when they're running rares or uniques, they become really, really dangerous because they basically can move really fast because of Whitehooves abilities. So Whitehooves basically improves your undead body, increasing strength from magic. And each time you move, you gain a death momentum, which basically increases your movement speed by up to 20%. So basically, they increase their movement speed, which lets them move a little bit faster. And this guy looks like a summoner on top of that, so he's going to be really dangerous. Let's maybe stun him, so he can't cast stuff. Let's do that. This guy's a summoner, so it's gonna be really annoying. Let's go here. Oh, that's something dangerous he just summoned. So I'm gonna have to basically tank this a little bit while taking shots. Let's do that right here. Heal up a little bit. Alright. Poof. Do that to the hound, so he takes some damage from that. Nice, I received some nice little healing because, like, you know, I basically braved in my vapor stuff. So, here's a really good talent, this inhale vapors. It basically lets you heal up a little bit. Useful. Okay, he popped out again, so we're just gonna kill him if possible. He's got 5 turns left, this guy, so... Well, there we go, we got through our first rare. But yeah, those guys can be dangerous because, you know, it's hard to run away from rares that are able to, like, move faster than you. And all the criminal can, like, probably move faster than you in this place. Alright, well, for learning a few tinkers, let's go look at the stuff I've learned. So we got like back support here, which is basically a belt. This reduces fatigue, increase our maximum encumbrance stuff. We got corrosive shell is picked up right now. That's like, you know, something for like your quiver. Interesting stuff. Oh, another rare. This time some Mind Slayer by the looks of it. Alright, let's go with vacuum shot. I'll heal up a little bit. We're going to do this. Alright, that dazed him, so he's going to be like, you know, unable to move a little bit for a while. Well, he wasn't able to move for a while, but then it like stopped. I guess he undazed himself somehow. Let's go with this to here just in case. Let's go. Boom. I think he might be hurting me a little bit with, like, you know, some talent he's got here, which is annoying. Oh, that was painful. Deactivate that right now. Dip my healing. He actually stunned me there, so I gotta use this now. Yeah, he's gonna be able to move really, really fast, so... move down one, I guess. There we go, he, double topped or whatever. Double hopped. I stunned him there, that'll help a little bit. Let's go with, that next. And there goes that one. So we got that Mind Slayer out of the way. Oh, someone's coming for me. Another Whitehooves ghoul. Yeah, these guys can be dangerous. They move fast and they hit hard. To the south, we got another one of these guys apparently. Hey, I found Titan. Titan's a pretty powerful weapon, I think. So here's a tier 2 gun. It basically is a firing range for free. The thing about this gun, I think, is that it does a lot more damage to it. It's basically got a huge multiplier on it. So if you want to get up close and personal stuff, it can be useful. It's essentially like a shotgun, I think, is what this is supposed to, you know, emulate. Now this might be useful to keep around. This thing lets me see stuff, so that could be useful. There's a regeneration rune. That's a really nice regeneration fusion. The question is, do I want to replace my healing infusion with that? This scales my dexterity, so it's basically, you know, helping out quite a lot. I'm gonna say this is probably not as good, just for the simple reason it scales with strength, and because of the fact that the instant healing is much more useful. Alright, well, next level, I guess. Now, when you basically get to, like, the next level here with, like, the criminal territory, all these, like, you know, initial, like, instances in this game are more or less, you know, free. The thing about, like, you know, Embers of Rain that almost the instances are, like, free territory is big. The third one here is, like, you know, have you in, like, water. And look at that, there's, the airship hull. That's cool to find. I'll deal with that in a moment, but for now, let's just deal with these guys out here. We're going to do this. I'm gonna blast this guy with a side shot. Let's go with stunning on him if possible. I'm actually going to do this if possible. Let's do that. That's a level up. I'll take that level up. So, apparently I've got access to Skirmisher now, so you roll to defeat your foes, getting 6% damage resistance for 2 turns each time you kill an enemy, and passing increases their damage penetration. That's a good thing to get right now, I guess. And let's get side shot up a little bit. I'll keep boosting my strength for now, or dexterity for now. You know, I think I'm going to basically maybe start boosting up my willpower soon. That might be a good idea. Okay, that guy's got wet effect on him, so we can boiling shot him. And then this guy's here. Of course he did. Get rid of that. Boom. Get back. Get back, I say. Alright, well, that's cool. Here's something very interesting. We can put insidious poison on people, as well as basically, you know, deal more damage. We'll put this on now. Alright, so the airship hull is actually where I want to go here. And I'm getting injured like crazy, just, you know, entering the initial level here. Something pinned me. By the way, I'm down like in an underwater zone, so some light effects. Air decreases over time. If you run out of air, you will start losing life. Look for bubbles to recover air. The water also reduces stun resistance by 10%, and fire damage is reduced by 10%. However, cold damage is increased by 10%. Alright, so here, like your airship hull, you can enter this place, and this is like very interesting in here. This is like the boss fight for like, you know, the Crimble territory. Here is Nektosh the One Horn. So, basically a withered Whitehooves with two horns that curve over his head and sprout into a cone. The tip of his horn glows intensely, but is slowly fading. He acts confident, but his darting, wild eyes reveal panic behind him. So this is like the boss here. This guy is like, you know, taking over the Whitehooves. He's kind of interesting to fight, so let's do that. We're gonna smash him with a side shot, and apparently I missed. That's fun. Let's go like that. We'll do that. Now, basically this guy's got like this powerful move, and you're basically told to move out of the way. This like line means he's about to like unleash like a really powerful strike on you, so you have to watch out for it. But we'll start pounding him a little bit here. Alright, so stop moving. This will be over, and you can feel the pain. Now, note by the way that he can actually hit his own friends that moves, by the way, so you can actually sort of move out of the way and let him like smash his own foes. Interesting enough. Okay, these guys are all sort of like, you know, in the way here, which is kind of annoying. Let's do that. I'll smash him there. He's stunned, he's got Bloodstar on him, but he's not wet or anything, which kind of sucks. Let's use this. No, come on. There has to be something left. We'll do that right now. Ugh, you summon more of these guys to fight. Alright, let's get in here. We're going to finish off with the boss Minotaur. So there's like the Clan of the Unicorn basically done. So basically for like, you know, the Clan of the Unicorn, all you had to do was basically stop him. He stopped the pitiful Nektosh, ensuring one less threat for the pride and the future Whitehooves. So that's him out of the way. It'd be nice if these guys actually, like, you know, were thankful for like me freeing them, but they aren't, unfortunately. Alright, let's do that. So there's the visits to Nektosh. You always thought his horns looked kind of stupid, to be honest. And Quace's skull. And there you go, this like thing right here. No. See, here's like, you know, something to know. This is actually a Whitehoof item, like for the race. If you're a Whitehoof, you actually get like some benefits from putting it on, so it's kind of cool. There's this thing. This is actually pretty cool. You can put this on your head to get yourself some stun freeze immunity, stuff like that. Alright, for now, let's finish off this guy. That guy. Alright, I'm in water right now. I actually want to get out of here, I think. Let's do that. And that. And that. I'm not sure if that guy's going to stick around, but let's just kill him. I'm going to put this on my head. So that was a pretty successful, you know, run through here, criminal territory. I still have to be very careful here, but it's, you know, going quite well thus far. There's a gem for my troubles. And yeah, that's basically what Nektosh is all about. You basically go in here, you raid his airship, and you kill him. Alright, I leveled up, so I guess I can make use of my level points here. Let's max out dexterity again. Let's start pumping out my willpower. I'll put a point into what next? Let's go... What's this do? Condensate. Condensate hot steam around you in a radius of 1, burning them for fire damage and applying the wet effect. Having their stun resistance. That'd be cool to have on, but do I want to get that yet? I think I'm gonna get my stun resistance up a little bit more, and let's get more steam so I can basically, like, you know, not run out of steam as much. You basically need so much steam, you know, over here, so more steam. Okay, let's explore this underwater level. So basically, this is like, you know, casual underwater stuff. It works as you probably expect it to. Hover over bubbles. Don't rest. Uh-oh, this is bad. So we found a rare Whitehooves hailstone guy here. He's got like vampiric stuff on. Let's try stunning him right from the start. So he's stunned and he's off balance. Pound him with this. He stunned me back, so that's gonna suck. I actually got rid of cripple there of all things. So there's a good place where I should have used infusion healing so I could get rid of like the cripple. But I forgot to do that, so I'm going to pay for it a little bit. I think what we're going to do with this guy... I'm going to just do that right there. We're both stunned, which is going to suck, but whatever. What effect's gone? Crippled me again, the bastard, but whatever. Let's deactivate this. Actually, I can do this to show us off. So, using healing on his crippling effect. Gone. So that's the nice thing about, like, the, you know, the healing infusion. It's now, like, useful for, like, you know, getting rid of cripple and stuff. So it's much more useful than once was. Let's pull this guy alive. He's done. You have to be very careful, obviously, because there's still, like, these guys that can, you know, kick your ass in here. Uh-oh, I'm apparently drowning in here. That went pretty well. I survived. Kill that guy. Kill the eel. You know, there's one thing to say about the Embers of Rage campaign. They really throw you into, like, really difficult dungeons, like, early on. And, like, the main campaign, you didn't run into a water level for a while. Just walking into nowhere, apparently. Now, if you were, like, an undead like the Whitehooves, you could actually, like, walk around here a lot easier. Because obviously I think you're, you know, already dead, so you can, you know, not have to worry about, like, breathing underwater. Shocking touch, that could be useful. Okay, we got our rare snapping turtle down here. he dropped some flare butcher apparently. So this is what? It hardens my skin. Nothing really important. That looks okay though. So yeah, I can actually turn slings and stuff like this into like, you know, steam guns if I want to. I basically have to use like the Tinker talent here and use like steam gun. And basically it takes some lumps of steel to do it, so I'm not really inclined to waste my steel for it, but it's something I could do if I want to. Crap, I got blinded. Crap, it's one of these guys. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that to him. Get my air back a little bit. Well, things are going pretty well so far. I've killed, what, 2 rares so far? Like, I've been killed by rares here in this dungeon on, like, normal roguelike mode, so it's very easy to die in here. Because it's hard to move around, do all, like, the blinding and, like, other crap that happens. I'm seeing nothing over here. There's an orc with a steam gun walking through here. Hey, teleportation ruin. Well, that went up pretty well so far. Alright, there's another tier 2 thing right there. Really what I'm looking for with these things, I'm actually looking for, like, you know, the shot count as well as like the damage. So like this thing has like 25 shots on it, so I can like hit more as opposed to this thing with only 14. We'll go up this way a little bit. I've apparently explored this area. Huh. Well, did you look at that? I went through here. See, this is basically what the criminal territory is like. You have to go through here. It's like a bunch of wire you can, like, you know, go through. It's nothing too difficult if you, you know, are experienced enough to play the game. Yes, Atmos territory is that way, but we're not going to worry about it. I think if I want to, I could walk in here if I want to. So basically you can see some stuff. There's like, you know, a way to a place called Ursula's Host, which is a very interesting place. Down this entrance, we've got the Steam Quarry. Over in this direction, we have... over here, we have basically the Palace of Fumes. Okay, so that's all that stuff. You know, if I want to, I could probably try and kill a Steam Drake, but that might be stupid to go after, so... let's go after the riches maybe next. Actually, before I do that, let's go up in this direction. We'll activate the observatory. Okay, why is there so many guys over here? So yeah, there's some Paladin patrols, there's a Norfolk patrols. I'm just gonna walk in here temporarily to set the level. Yeah, so it's like a little crevice here to, like, you know, nowhere. Okay, let's go deal with the riches. So, the riches are kind of interesting because they basically, if you do this dungeon, you get like a... you basically, like, sort of alter, like, how dungeons are going to be later on in the game. And one of the things you can do is, like, go to, like, the Ritch Hive here to do some stuff. Whoops, I missed. Now, in like the Ritch Hive, you have to watch out for these like hive motors because they can basically spawn more units to basically fight. He's gonna kill that. And these like, you know, larvae blood Ritch motors are even worse because they basically do some stuff as well. I've actually run out of steam. Kill those guys. I'm actually gonna go just backtrack for a moment. Once this rotting disease goes away. So these guys are riches, so they have like diseases on them. You have to watch out for that. Back up. And apparently I'm burning of all things. That's gonna be annoying. Okay, there we go. Let's just back out of there so I can get my steam back up. Hopefully there's some, you know, nice little things to basically help the, you know, the side shots out a little bit, but... Basically compared to, like, the gunslinger, you run out of, like, you know, shots and, like, steam and, like, you're a sitting duck because you can't really do anything. Alright, so there's, like, those guys killed. Those are basically, you know, my welcoming guard. Basically, you have to watch out for hive motors because they basically can spawn guys basically for you to fight. Like these riches. Well, blow ones spawn riches. Now, I'll note that my purpose for being in a Ritch Hive is basically to collect eggs. You'll basically see why when you get to like level 4. Now, I'll note by the way that you want to be like, you know, very specifically looking at like your quest log for a lot of the stuff you're doing here. So, our ultimate goal on the mainland is to get rid of the Sunwell once and for all. To do that, we prepare a special surprise to help our final attack. Go to the Ritch Hive in the mountains north of the Erwin Desert and collect a big pile of rich eggs. About 3 viable eggs should be sufficient. When you have enough, find a tunnel leading north and use the special Strandstrider gloves, Tinker, to open a path under the gates of morning. Finally, place the eggs in a protected spot to hatch. With luck, they'll provide a distraction while you lay yourself to sea. So basically, you're gonna be doing like, you know, egg collecting and like, you know, breeding, shall we say, if like eggs underneath like the Sunwell territory. Stuff you can do basically. Alright, more dexterity. Let's get more willpower. And cool, I can get more stuff here. So here's instant channeling. So instantly channel all your remaining steam to replenish your psi energies and enhance your active psionic damage shield or trigger a new one. The new or existing shield duration is increased by 3 turns and its power boosted by 150% steam used. Alright, that's not really too interesting to use because that basically is, you know, not that great. So force this assault. Temporarily expand your mind to force your assault upon your foes and raise a 5 after one foe will be affected. The assault will drain each affected foe's power, physical, mind power, spell power, and steam power by 12 for 5 turns. Your own powers will increase when you turn by a drain amount. So there's something else, but I don't think I'll be worrying too much about like, the assault stuff here too much. Like, this is okay, this one right here, because this basically lets me increase my, oh, what do you call it, steam power. And this one is like, you know, gives me like, you know, I get a shield whenever I'm basically using my assault. What's this do for me? Psionic fog. So, using the steam of your drainers to shape into a psionic fog that lasts 3 turns, any foes caught inside will take 21 damage per turn and be seared, reducing your fire resistance and mind save by 12. So that costs a little bit of steam to use, but it basically makes guys more easy to fight. I think we'll just keep focusing on getting blunt shot up a little bit over here. I'm not sure I'm going to get vacuum shot up too much, but I'll probably get this up a little bit. The boiling shot. And let's get more steam power while I'm down here, I guess. Because steam power lets me basically, you know, do more shots. And stop blowing our cover. Well, I just got infested with rich larvae. So yeah, these guys, like, you know, the blue rich larvae motors, they can give you like larvae infestations, which basically, you know, hurt you and spawn, you know, riches to fight. Really annoying. Let's get rid of that. And we're going to boost these guys away. I'm going to set that up to see if we need it. And we're just going to go boink. Fire in this direction a little bit. Okay, that guy's coming for me, that's fine. Alright, so these guys got all close like this. This is a perfect time to do this. Boom! So they're all gonna burn for a little bit. And it'll be a nice big line for me to fight. Okay, this is a perfect time to do bullying shot, so... Boom! And there's this Ritch bar right here. Pop him with that. Let's go with, that right there. Okay, now I've got to deal with these guys and I got very little, power to basically do it with, so let's do this. I'm actually gonna fire this up in this direction. If the guy's still there, I'm gonna let them come to me. Ah, there we go. There's they are. Let's go with this right there. Ah, good, you popped out. Let's do this and kill you. There's another one. See, these are like Ritch Hive are spawn guys for you to fight. You have to watch out for. Oops, I missed. Sometimes the best way of dealing with these guys is just to, like, to run away. Let them come to you so that they, you know, you can basically fire at them some more. Okay, there we go. I got my stuff back. Let's go find that hive monitor I left. So it's to the south. And there's another one down here. So there's the stairs down to the next level, or as a hidden vault rather. But let's deal with these guys here. We're just gonna go... Apparently miss yet again with the vacuum shot. Do that there. So these hive miners are really what I want to be going after right here, because these guys will keep spawning guys to fight. And I'm not sure I get experience for killing them because, you know, they're spawning stuff. Kill him. It sucks I keep missing these guys too. And there we go, it summoned some Ritch hunters. Or, you know, some stuff. There's a guy over there apparently as well. I'll let them come to me. While I get my steam back up. Hello. Boom. Boom. Let's go like this. I'm actually gonna go to the opposite side here if I can. Just so I can like get these guys wet and then God damn, I missed. There we go, we killed him. So some very interesting stuff going on there. Basically, you know, this is what you want to watch out for when you're in the Ritch Hive. These guys can like constantly spawn stuff on you, and if you're not capable of killing it very easily, you're gonna have a difficult time in here. Alright, let's go like this. I'll start charging up. Get that going. Okay, it's a perfect time to activate this and start just pelting the hive mutters. Okay, one's dead. let's do that right there. It's over in that direction, so let's try our bowling shot and hope for the best, maybe, or I can't see it, damn it. Be nice if I could fire my bowling shot, but I can't. So, bit of a nuisance. Hello. So this one came over here. Yes, I'm being attacked by both sides here, so that's a bit of a nuisance. That's done. I've got no steam power left at this point, which is a bit of an issue, but whatever. Rocket boots go. Another one's down there. Heal up a little bit. Alright, that should be enough ammo and stuff to basically fire, so go like this. Finally, kill those guys. I really like to avoid the rich tunnels as much as possible because unless you have like high level to basically, you know, power right through this, you're basically going to be in here a long time. Especially if there's like rare or unique of some sort in here. Well, there's a chest. That's cool to find. Alright, let's see here. Let's go to the vault. So, these vaults you can sometimes find. They basically are like, you know, they're basically like the vaults that you used to find in like the original Tales of Maj'Eyal. And by the looks of it, it's one of these type of vaults where you basically have like, you know, a door and a, like, you know, guys inside type of vault. I'll probably go fight that vault at some point, but not just yet. There's a forceful ash totem for my skin. That's cool. Well, alright, let's see here. I guess we can start getting boiling shot up a little bit more. More willpower. More of this. That was fun to do. Oh, here's our first rare, and it's apparently a Ritch Hive mutter. So this is basically what I want to watch out for these guys to pop out that, you know, are going to cause you trouble. Essentially with this guy, I'm going to have to, you know, be very careful. We'll set that up right there. Let's try and stun it. That's going to, you know, help out a lot. I missed that shot, unfortunately. Let's do that a little bit. I've got this stupid thing on, but I can get rid of it with, like, you know, heal if I need to. Apparently I got crippled. And, okay, that happened, so that's a bit of a nuisance. Alright, so here's where I can basically use that right there. We'll do a bullying shot, basically try and finish off those guys. And apparently I failed because it hit me, you know, it hit me before I fire off the shot. But alright, there's a rare killed. But yeah, you can get these rares like the worst possible times, basically, to fight. more eggs to collect. There's a nice little, you know, tinker. Alright, our second rare is a Ritch larvae. This guy shouldn't be too powerful because, you know, it's a larvae. And in fact, I killed him in one shot, so it's all fine. So very slowly I'm advancing through here. There's a steel ring. Now I don't think there's any like, you know, ringmasters in like the Embers of Rage campaign, so these are like not going to serve me much purpose here. So I can sell it obviously. Alright, these guys. Let's see here. Let's go with that to start off with. Then we'll do this. I'll set this right here. Now, I'll note by the way that essentially, like you'll see, like this is a very small room, and then like you go down here, it's like I can't move at all. So basically, what's happening here? If you're in like the Ritch Hive 3 and like, you know, Ritch Hive 4. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to equip, like, you know, these, like, you know, tinkers on your gloves. The Starlight Stand Shredders. And with these, you basically, you like, dig for the sand. It's like, watch, you like, go boom, boom, you can dig for the sand. That's what these are all about. But much like, you know, before, the sand can collapse on you, so you can't like be doing it too long and all that. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to basically hold off and basically moving on with like, you know, the sand stars at this point. I think we're going to go back a little bit to level up elsewhere. Not me to go up there. And thinking of vaults, you know what I'm going to do? We're actually going to go to the Sunwell Outpost to basically finish off that vault I left there. We'll go here, and I'll basically go to the outpost where Outpost John was. Outpost Leader John. So I avoid this vault because, like, you know, it's like a typical vault that has like these guys in it, like, you know, level 20 and such at like, you know, early level, which can kick your ass. But now that I'm like, you know, fairly high level myself, they're a little bit easier to fight. So apparently that got a regeneration infusion in there, medical injector, and steam gun. There's an archer. Wow, he's hurting a lot. Is he stunned? He did not get stunned. Let's see if this works. Boom! Cool, I did that to him. I moved too far. Alright, so obviously be very careful of, like, you know, how you basically do this. Pop. 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 Get away. Well, that worked out okay. So this works, going through, like, you know, the dungeon with, this. Put that on. Alright, so here's a Sunwell Vindicator. Basically, you can sometimes get to, like, these really high-level guys in these, like, vaults, and this guy is basically usually guarding the Sunwell itself. At least I stunned him. Let's, basically do what I can to basically, you know, keep this guy at bay for a moment. Do that to him. Well, that wasn't too bad. I've seen worse there. Now, I picked up a medical injector here. I'm actually going to keep this in my inventory for a moment. This thing is actually not that bad, but doing what? The healing infusion is not that bad to keep around because you can use it for wounds and stuff. And because it's a heal, which is useful for like my low HP type of character. So I'm actually going to maybe avoid it and like keep the healing infusion for now. There's a good old wild infusion of physical. But whatever. I amassed 1,000 pieces of gold. Cool. Alright, before we go anywhere else, I figure we'll go back to town here. So, this medical injector has basically got efficiency of 110% and cooldown of 64%. If you look at my, in medical injectors, they're basically like 100% and 100%. And you know what? I'm actually thinking about going over here. Sometimes this guy has steam generators, and I'm actually thinking it might be a good idea to look into steam generators this guy's got at this point. He usually has better steam generators than what you've already got, so you can use these basically to get more like steam generation going. I'm gonna buy that. And he's got some other medical injectors up here if I want them. They're not that useful though. I have to find a fiery salt, by the way, or, you know, some other stuff in here, but I'll get to this stuff probably eventually when I get to it. Alright, what I'm going to do right now, I think I'm going to basically use this, maybe. It's got a poor cooldown mob, but I'm not really using it for like that type of thing. The cooldown, I don't think. That's something to note, by the way. These, like, you know, things that you're injecting yourself with, they basically determine how long it's going to be for, like, the cooldown for stuff. So if I, like, put on, like, you know, one of these, like, medical injectors, they're going to, like, have, like, your long cooldown or slow cooldown. Maybe I'll avoid this for now, just because, you know, it's not that great. Right now, I basically got, like, you know, the, like, 100%, so... I'm actually not sure if cooldown should be lower or higher. It might be that you have to get as you know, as low as possible to get the benefit from it, but whatever. I'll test it the next one. Well, let's look at the tinkers I can basically do right now. So basically, I've got like all these tinkers up here. If I want to get like better like healing salts and stuff like that, but generally what I like to do is I wait till like tier 3 for these guys. There's like, you know, different tiers for all this stuff. Once you get like to tier 2 or tier 3 for a lot of stuff, it gets like a lot better. So here's Fungal Web. This is basically it heals you for 50 life when using a salve. That's actually really nice, the Fungal Web. I might take that just for the, you know, the boost to the life when I use a salve. I'm actually looking right now for some stuff I don't have yet, so I really don't have, like, you know, an amulet or a belt, accessory thing on here, or like quiver or like gun. These are all things I should probably do tinkers for, right? So let's see. I want a belt thing. I go for this one right here. That's not really that great. Let's go for this one right here. I guess the Fungal Web. So tier 1 basically gives me like 25. You know, when I use the salve, I'll get to 50 if I use this one. And apparently it's based on like my stacks of herbs. So let's build like a tier 1 here. So I get like 25 extra health when I use it. Here's like the feat stuff. I got like Moss Tread, which basically grants Moss Tread and stealth bonus. There's Shocking Touch. And here's where like air recycle might be useful for like criminal territory, because you could use this basically to avoid like, you know, being like running out of airs fast. Returns 2 air each turn. And apparently an aquamarine for like, you know, the focus lens now. I have no idea why it requires that, but whatever. Maybe I'll get one of these to go. We'll get Saw Shell, why not? Oh, wait, I got these things too. Whatever, let's get Saw Shell. We'll build that. Now I got like the stuff down here, like thunderclap coating and stuff like that. Maybe I'll go for the tier 1 stuff for now. Now I'll note, boy, that you basically get like, you know, when you basically break down stuff with like your transmogrification chest, you actually have something called like an APR for like the Embers. Basically what this does, the automated portable extractor, the APE, is a multifunctional tinker toolbox. It can store temporarily any amount of items, and when requested, melt them down into their metallurgy and chemical processes. The metals are melted into lumps of ore to serve for the creation of tinkers, and any remaining grains are melted and turned into valuable materials. So basically use this to like, you know, melt down stuff and get like, you know, resources for like your tinker stuff. Now I'm not sure where you can basically see what you know, your tinker stuff is. I don't know where they actually have it listed somewhere, but whatever. You basically have it. By the way, if you're like watching this videos and you like, you know, please like feel free to tell me where it is so I can like show it off for like one of my videos. Anyway, let's attach this stuff. Oh cool, I can attach this to either of these stuff. Let's put it to this then. And now I've got the saw shell here. So you fire a special steam saw shot from your steam guns at a target for physical damage. The steam shot will cut into target doing physical weapon damage over 5 turns. It's a nice little bleed type talent right there. I'll put that right there. We'll do that. Alright, well I think I wasted enough time for this episode. You basically, you know, saw me go through the criminal territory and a little bit of the riches. I'll probably continue on, maybe with like the ruins, and then like, you know, I'll maybe go back to check out that alligator and see if I can, you know, take him on now. I'm getting stronger. Stronger, faster, more powerful. Just to make sure I don't see like anything in here. Alright, well, let's just get going. See you guys.